Welcome this morning. It's Maundy Thursday, right? So it's Matthew 26:26. This was the day when Jesus was betrayed. But let's read from verse 26 in Matthew 26. As they were eating, Jesus took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, "Drink all of it, for this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say to you, I will not drink from here on of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom." And when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. So yes, the big drama of the day is, of course, Jesus being betrayed by Judas. Yeah, we know that. That's why it's called Maundy Thursday, and I think in the Catholic tradition. But I believe the most important part of the day is in these verses. Actually, definitely the most beautiful. In a way, this is we could say this is just a usual Passover, right? They take bread, they take the cup, and then also they sing a hymn as they should, and then they go to Mount Olivet. So they do the normal Passover things. But then Jesus did something extremely, extremely special, and I think it's of great import to our lives as well. Jesus gives a new meaning to the Passover here. That's what he's doing. He's giving a new meaning to the Passover. So this is a celebration which for over 1,000 years meant a certain things. It had pointed back to the Jews' deliverance from Egypt, and that was a huge celebration. And now it points to Jesus' sacrifice for us. It has a new meaning. How could Jesus do this? Well, it's God's prerogative, right? Because God originally defined and gave the Passover. It was him. It was his decision. So God alone has the right to reinvent it, right? And that's why Jesus could reinvent it. He could say, no, it means something new, because he was the one who originally gave it. God gave it originally, so he could do it again. So I want you to consider your life in this sense and how it works. When you have given your own life to the Lord, hasn't he done just the same? And yes, he has. And that's an amazing truth. Think about it. This is the greatest good news for all of us. When we gave our lives to him, he sort of took a look at it, took a look at that life, and then he decided to redefine it, to reinvent it, and say, and he looked at that life and he said, this life does not any longer speak about the genetic inheritance of your ancestors. That's not the defining factor. The hurts and failures that you have thus far had in your life. This life doesn't anymore speak about the handprint of the devil in humanity, which is sin, of course. But your life now speaks about heaven's glory. Your life now adds to eternity. Your life is bound up in the bundle of the Lord, in the bundle of life. Your life is bound up in God's family. Can God do that? Yeah, obviously, of course. He's the one who gave life to all of us originally. So he definitely owns our lives, especially now that we decided to believe in him. And he has the right to redefine it, just like he had the right to redefine Passover. And that's an amazing truth, I believe. God bless your meditation this week and your time with the Lord.